Welcome. My name is Ryan Purdon. I'm the Senior Financial Aid Officer here at Rutgers University, and I'm here to talk to you today about financial offer letters. On our agenda today, we'll be reviewing your award letter, including the different sections on your award letter, such as federal grants and loans, state aid if you're a New Jersey resident, how to submit financial aid documents, how to maintain eligibility for financial aid after you enroll at Rutgers, and some next steps that you should be taking from here to prepare for financial aid to start in the fall. In order to access your financial offer letter, you would visit our website at financialaid.rutgers.edu/award. Financial offer letters started going out in mid-February for students that completed their 2020-2021 FAFSA by the priority deadline. If you did not complete your FAFSA by the priority deadline and still have not completed your FAFSA, offer letters will be sent out on a rolling basis about 2 to 3 weeks after you initially submit your FAFSA. In order to access your financial offer letter online, you will first receive an email stating that you have an offer letter available to view. You can then visit our website and sign in with either your RUID or your NetID to view your award letter. Here we have a sample of what the login screen looks like when you do access the financial aid offer letter. As you can see, you can log in with either your NetID or your RUID. So if you have not yet been assigned a NetID, you do have the option of logging in with your RUID as well. So your offer letter is broken down into different sections. The first section at the top is your estimated direct costs. This is an estimate of your total expenses that will be paid directly to Rutgers University. This does not include room and board, so this would include tuition as well as any related course fees that appear on your term bill. Estimated indirect costs are any expenses that you would need or be expected to incur while you're enrolled at school. This includes room and board, books, supplies, transportation, and other living expenses. Below these sections, you'll see the grants and scholarships offered, as well as federal work study, loans, and other types of financing options. We'll go into these sections in a little bit more detail in a moment. The estimated cost section of your award letter breaks down both the direct and indirect costs that you can expect to incur while enrolled at Rutgers. Estimated direct costs include tuition and mandatory fees paid directly to the university. This amount can differ depending on whether you are in-state or out-of-state, and can also differ depending on your enrollment. Please also note that these costs are estimated. The reason that they're estimated is because tuition rates are not finalized until the month of July, and therefore we are unable to provide an exact figure at this time. However, we do provide an estimated number on the offer letter that we are using to determine financial aid for next year. Estimated indirect costs are all of the costs that you can expect to incur as a student that are not paid directly to Rutgers. This includes books and supplies, travel expenses, housing and dining costs, which may or may not be paid directly to Rutgers, as well as miscellaneous costs. The total estimated cost of attendance is the total amount of all of these figures. The grants and scholarships offered section of your offer letter will show any need or merit-based aid that you've been awarded. Types of need-based aid include federal Pell Grants, New Jersey tuition aid grants, as well as the Scarlet Promise Grant. Merit-based aid is awarded through the Office of Admissions and includes various types of scholarships. If you were awarded a merit-based scholarship, it would be included on your offer letter at this time. The net cost section of your offer letter shows the total estimated cost of attendance minus any gift aid or grants and scholarships that you have been offered. In the next section, we'll get into loans and how those can apply to your costs as well. The next section of your offer letter, if you were awarded it, is federal work study. Federal work study is a job program through the federal government as well as through Rutgers University, where students are placed into part-time jobs on campus. If you were awarded federal work study and are interested in participating in the program, you must complete a federal work study application. A link to the federal work study application is provided directly on your offer letter under your federal work study award. You can also access additional information about the federal work study program through the same website. In order to be considered for federal work study, you must have answered yes to question 31 on the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. Federal work study is a need-based program. Therefore, your family must demonstrate financial need as calculated by the Department of Education in order to qualify. If you are awarded, again, you must complete the federal work-study job application if you're interested in participating in the program. If you do not wish to participate in federal work-study, you are not required to do so. However, you must go into your offer letter and decline your award so that we are aware of your intent to decline it. Federal work-study funds are paid directly to you on an as-earned basis, similar to a paycheck. These funds are not credited directly to your term bill. However, they will appear on your offer letter. The next section of your offer letter will show any federal direct loans you have been offered, which may include subsidized and/or unsubsidized loans. The amount that a student can borrow from the subsidized and unsubsidized loans differs based on their grade level. Freshmen are allowed to borrow a maximum of $5,500 for the full academic year. Sophomores are permitted to borrow up to $6,500, and then juniors and seniors are permitted to borrow up to $7,500 each per year. If you wish to decline your loans or reduce the amount that you've been offered, we definitely encourage you to do so. You should only borrow a loan if you need it. If you wish to reduce or decline the direct loans that you have been offered, you can access the data change form via the link in your offer letter. On your offer letter, you will see loans offered as direct subsidized and unsubsidized loans. These loans both currently have the same interest rate, which is 4.53%. However, with the unsubsidized portion of the loan, the interest starts accruing at the time of disbursement, and with the subsidized portion of the loan, the interest does not start accruing until 6 months after you graduate or leave school. Since the government pays the interest on the subsidized loan while a student is in school and during their grace period, you should borrow the full amount of any subsidized loans first before accessing any direct unsubsidized funds. Conversely, if you're trying to decide whether or not to reduce your loans, you should reduce your direct unsubsidized loan first before reducing your direct subsidized loan. We will now go over the data change form, which is a form that you can submit via our website that will allow you to adjust the offered amounts of your loans as well as your federal work study. You can access the data change form directly from your offer letter. From the data change form, you can update your enrollment status if you are anticipating being less than full-time in a semester. You can also update your housing status, whether you're living on campus, off campus, or with your parents. You can choose to decline your federal work study award for fall, for spring, or for both semesters. And you can also reduce or decline your loan amounts. If you wish to reduce the amounts, you would need to specify the amounts that you wish to change them to in the Change To column on the form. If you wish to decline all of your loans, you can simply click the Decline All Loans button and then click Submit Changes to decline your loans. You will then receive an updated offer letter approximately 72 hours after you submit the data change form, indicating that your loans have been adjusted as per your request. We will now discuss the Parent Plus loan, which is a federal loan that is borrowed in your parent's name. The Parent Plus loan is a credit-based loan, and in order to apply, your parents would need to visit studentloans.gov and complete the Direct Plus loan request. Parent Plus loans should only be used if necessary. We don't award Parent Plus loans to students upfront on their award letter because we encourage students and parents to only borrow this loan if necessary. The fixed interest rate for the current year is 7.08%. However, the interest rate is likely to change for next year, as well as the loan origination fee, which is currently 4.236%. In order to receive the loan, one of your parents must be approved based on their credit history. They must also complete a master promissory note with the Department of Education, which is essentially a document promising to repay the loan in full. If your parent is denied for the Parent Plus loan, you may be eligible to borrow additional direct unsubsidized loans. In the event that this occurs, please reach out to our office and we would be happy to assist you further. We will now discuss private loans, which are another option for additional financing. Private loans are typically borrowed under the student's name with the parent as a cosigner. However, that's not necessarily a requirement. There are banks that will approve students on their own based on their credit history. On our website, financialaid.rutgers.edu, we provide lender information as well as direct links to applications on their website. The lenders that we list on our website are lenders that we know offer loans to our students and have offered loans to our students in the past. They also do not have any prepayment penalty on their loans, which is a requirement for us to list them on our website. When you're applying for a private loan, please be mindful of the loan term period when completing the application. If you wish to borrow the loan for the full year, fall and spring, you want to indicate a loan term period from September to May. If you wish to borrow it for only the fall semester, for example, you would want to use the months of September to December. This will allow us to properly allocate your loan to your account. The final section of your award letter shows any next steps as well as a glossary explaining some of the terms that are listed in your offer letter. We recently revised our financial aid offer letter to help meet new federal and state guidelines. And as part of that, we are now offering a glossary to explain these new terms. If you're viewing this presentation as part of the open house, you will have already unfortunately missed the priority filing deadline for FAFSA, which was December 1st. However, if you choose to enroll at Rutgers, we do have a continuing student priority filing deadline as well, which is January 15th of each year. Therefore, in order to be considered for all available need-based campus aid, please ensure that you complete your FAFSA by January 15th of each year. Thank you for viewing this presentation today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us directly or visit our website at financialaid.rutgers.edu.